I am the lyingest, most despicable traitor that ever lived. God, what have I done? I might as well have killed him myself. It was me. I did it. We needed the money after Passover. But they promised. They promised it was only for questioning. Jesus always holds his own with the religious leaders. How did it come to this?
Passover is supposed to be a solemn event. Look how these fools are behaving.
Ever since Jesus came on the scene, people seem to think things have somehow cosmically changed. Now, more than ever, we need to take control of the narrative.
Well, Nicodemus has chosen to sit this plan of ours out. He's reconsidering his stand on Jesus.
I told him not to talk to that quack. Now Jesus has cast his spell on Nicodemus too. Well, we can do this without him.
Judas is wavering in his loyalty. Didn't you overhear him expressing some doubts? I think he's ready to help us.
Caiaphas is getting impatient with our failure to deliver Jesus.
I wanted to meet with you in private. Why do you have to embarrass me in front of the others?
That was not our intent, Judas. Thank you for coming. We need to talk.
I can't have the others thinking I had anything to do with turning Jesus over to you snakes. As of now, you have nothing on him.
It has come to our attention that Jesus is openly receiving the praise of the people.
Not this again. That's not grounds for divorce. But arrest?
They worship him, throwing palm branches down before him. Their coats even, yelling, Hosanna, Hosanna.
And you heard he ransacked the temple, overturning the money changers' tables.
Yeah, I was with him, and those guys deserved it.
And his latest abomination, he's planning to destroy the temple.
Yeah, and rebuild it in 3 days. This has to stop, Judas.
Okay, listen, you've got to understand. When he says things like that, he's talking about something else. He speaks in parables so that only those with ears to hear can understand.
Tell me, Judas, what's the point of preaching a message that nobody can understand?
Well, I never thought of it that way.
Or worse, we'll misunderstand. Jesus has become a problem.
He's been a problem for years, and he needs to be dealt with.
Well, I've become concerned with his extremism. He's a threat to peace. That's why I reached out to you.
I overheard you speaking with your sister at the Shabbat gathering. You have doubts about his claims. You are in a unique position to do the right thing.
What are you planning?
You are a faithful servant of this man.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Call him what he is, Hiram. He is a false prophet. And you know what the scriptures say to do with false prophets. He must be stoned.
Stoned?
No. The people love him. You will never convince them to stone him to death.
But he made fools of us in front of a huge crowd when we only meant to question him about not paying his taxes. The duty of every citizen.
I'm sure you had no ulterior motive there.
Give to Caesar what is Caesar, and give to God what is God's. He made a laughing stock of us, asking whose image is engraved on the coins.
I am the keeper of the purse. And if it were not for my shrewdness, we would not have enough to supply all our needs. Jesus doesn't seem to be concerned, though. Yet I am mindful of every shekel.
Judas! Judas, there you are. We've been looking all over for you. You have the purse.
Yes, I was just coming to find you. I must go.
We only want to question him, Judas.
I need to go.
Hey, Jesus wants us to prepare for the Passover feast, and you have the purse.
Well, where are we celebrating?
He has arranged a room in the old town. We were sent for supplies and food, but we ran out of money.
Well, what are we waiting for?
You.
Yeah.
That did not go as I had planned. We need to convince Judas to help us.
Well, what if we pay him? He does love money.
How much?
I don't know, he said it himself. Funds are tight, say 10, 20 shekels?
No, it has to be worth his while.
All right. 30 pieces of silver. That is generous.
When you need a favor done,
Money talks. When you need to kill someone.
money talks.
When you got a job to do, money talks. A few denarii or a shekel or two, money talks. Money has a way of getting it done. Oh, money has a voice that talks to everyone. Money T, money A, money L, money K. And don't forget to add a little. Money talks, 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 talks. Money talks, 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 talks. When you have a crisis come up,
Money talks. When you need to shut someone up,
money talks. When you need a lie to be true, money talks. But you better bring 30, cause 10 won't do, money talks. Money has a way of getting it done. Oh, money has a voice that talks to everyone. Money T, money A, money L, money K. And don't forget to add a little. Money talks, 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 talks. 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 Money talks. Yeah.
30 pieces of silver has a nice ring to it. I like it.
And we'll convince him that we're detaining Jesus for questioning or some such thing. We'll get Judas to lead us to him.
Not us. It needs to be official. We'll convince Caiaphas to send the temple guards to arrest him.
All right, I'll take care of that. You speak with Judas, make him the offer. I'm sure the council will back us.
I've always dreamed of celebrating Passover in Jerusalem. This has always been on my bucket list.
We always say, next year in Jerusalem. Well, here we are, brother.
Finally.
You guys have got to see the place that Jesus got. It's on the top floor of this building with the view of the city. It's beautiful. And he asked us to make sure everything is top quality. I think he has a really special commemoration or something to make this year.
Wow, look at little James using his big boy words. Commemoration.
Bartholomew and Philip are seeing to the lamb.
Martha and Mary and Salome are preparing the unleavened bread and all of the dishes for the Passover feast.
Right, so for us, that just leaves, the eggs, parsley, walnuts, and apples. All right, so let's split up and we could cover this in half the time.
Yeah, that's a nice idea, Peter, but old tightwad Judas doesn't want to part with the purse.
Seriously?
The master has entrusted it with me. And if you believe me, I must keep a very close eye on what we spend or we will not have enough.
Fine. There's no sense in all of us traipsing through the marketplace. How about little James, Andrew, and I take what we have back to the house? Come on, guys. We'll keep looking.
I just can't wait to see Jesus. I have missed him so much. Me too.
What about us? Didn't you miss us?
Of course, little James, we've missed you too.
Okay.
It's just that Jesus has this way of looking at you and really seeing you, and you just know how much you're loved.
I do that. Andrew. I do that, right?
Sure, little James.
James, when the table is ready, will you please put these out for me?
Of course, Mary. I know you love to give me domestic chores. I just wanted you to know, I don't mind. I can set a mean table.
That's why I ask you to help with these important things. Thank you.
Are your parents okay with you missing Passover at home, Simon?
Well, my sisters are included in their celebrations. I'll be missed, but I really can't pass up this opportunity to spend Passover with my master and brothers.
Well, I'm glad you're able to join us.
Me as well.
I hate to interrupt, but could somebody please help bring in the furniture?
Oh, I'll help. Big James, little James. Come on, let's go. On it.
Yeah, you guys go and do that while I check on the roasting lamb.
Bartholomew, please don't burn it this time. Only Judas likes it charred.
It wasn't my fault last time.
It gives it flavor. Oh, the crispy fat, the salty juices.
We need to get a basin of water for washing.
Yeah, Jesus said we need lots of water. I'll help you with that.
Philip, give me a hand with this tablecloth.
Do you think these look nice? I found them outside.
Are you serious right now? A branch?
It's pretty and even has some olives left on it. It's symbolic.
Of what?
Peace, provision. Yeah, it'll tie the whole table cord together.
All right, Jesus should be here any minute now.
I will let Mary, Martha, and Salome know we're almost ready.
Hey, brother, I had this crazy dream. Can I tell you? Do we have time? It was about Judas.
Oh, so you're the famous dream interpreter I've been hearing about. You know, I also had a dream that you were a goat. Well, we all know what that means, but I'm next. Go ahead and just tell him what you have to
Forget
tell
about
him.
him. Come here, Andrew, tell me about it.
Big James.
Yes,
I have not really a suggestion, more of a question.
Okay.
Can we do something about our nicknames? Mine is a little demeaning. How about instead of Big James and Little James, I'll be James 1, you be James 2.
I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, so that doesn't quite work the same.
Yes, but I have better hair.
How does...
What's the problem, little James? Nearly after 3 years, you decide you don't like your name?
Well, like I said, it's a little
Thank
bit demeaning.
you, Thomas. Little James, you know you can't change horses midstream. Everybody knows us by our nicknames. Learn to live with it.
You need to work on your analogies.
Hello, my brothers. Everything looks great. I'm looking forward to this.
Jesus, come. You're seated right over here next to me.
Come on, dude, let's sit in front of Jesus. Best seats in the house.
I agree.
I want a stool.
How about respecting your elders? Give me the stool.
Excuse me, we are all equal in the eyes of Jesus.
Yeah, there we go. Fight. Come on. Again? He's the pillow. Come on,
child now,
Come on. Tickle him. Always. But that's it. Not even get...
I love you all so much, and I can really feel the Father's love in the room tonight.
I've greatly desired to eat this Passover lamb with all of you before I endure my suffering. But before that, there's something I want to do.
What is he doing? To do? What is? Maybe it's another teaching.
Thaddeus, my friend.
What's he doing? What is he?
Thank you for your loyalty and your friendship. I love you. Thomas, you have overcome so much, and I am so proud of you.
No, Jesus, I'm not letting you wash my feet. You're my master.
You do not yet understand the meaning of what I am doing, but soon it will be made clear.
No, I'm not letting you wash my dirty feet.
But Peter, if you don't allow me to wash your feet, you will not be able to share your life with me.
All right, well, in that case, don't just wash my feet, all right? Wash my hands and my head, too.
You are already clean. You have been washed completely. The only thing left is for your feet to be cleansed.
Soft.
James, do you understand what I'm doing?
I don't understand, but I trust you, Rabbi.
You have called me your teacher and your Lord. And you are right. That is who I am. John, my beloved, follow my example. Do you understand?
Yes.
Judas, if I am your teacher and Lord, and I am washing your dirty feet, you should follow my example and wash one another's dirty feet. Andrew, I share with you this timeless truth. A servant is never greater than his master.
I don't understand.
And Matthew,
Yes, my Lord.
a disciple is never greater than the one who sent him. Simon, when you do this for others, you will lead a life full of happiness, enriched with untold blessings.
Thank you, Master.
Oh, my little James. I want you to put into practice what I have just done for you. Philip, do as you have seen me do.
Yes, Lord. Oh, I'm so glad you're going to wash my feet, Jesus.
Bartholomew, never stop loving life.
Oh, with these clean feet, life is gorgeous.
My friends, I love each of you so much. It is my honor to have walked these last 3 years together. Now, let's enjoy this feast prepared so lovingly by our dear sisters.
Oh, yes. Well, me and Philip, we roasted the lamb.
Oh, it's gonna be tasty.
Yes, and you too, brothers. Thank you. Let's begin. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who brought forth the fruit from the vine. My friends, the next time we drink this cup together, it will be in my Father's kingdom.
Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who kept his promise to Abraham, our cries for help were heard. We were crushed and suffered greatly. We remember the dreadful years of our mothers and fathers who drank the cup of slavery. We dipped the herbs for the bitter tears, the salt and water flowed, 10 drops of wine for the plagues God sent. His enemies would know Yahweh ruins the plans of darkness, and he causes us to prevail. There's no God like the God of Israel. God rose up and made Egypt bow to him, for who could stand against his love? For us is the season of our freedom. Yahweh ransomed us, salvation has won. For the urgency of Exodus, we break unleavened bread. Out of the chains of hopelessness, the children of God were led. But the wilderness was not the end, for God would dwell with us again. The feast is the foreshadowing of freedom yet to come. God rose up and made Egypt bow to him, for who could stand against his love? For us is the season of our freedom. Yahweh ransomed us, salvation has won. The blood of the Lamb, the sign of covenant, the plagues and death, Passover, Passover, the blood of the Lamb, the sign of covenant, the plagues and death, Passover, Passover
You've already failed to bring the Nazarene in several times, but this might be your chance for redemption.
We have an inside man this time.
Your Grace, if the council could see fit to give us 30 pieces of silver, we believe our source could, well, we believe he would be persuaded to help us out.
30 pieces of silver, you say? And this will secure the heretic?
If I may say, money is his weakness, and money talks.
Very well. I will authorize this operation and acquire the funds. Now, when can I expect capture?
As soon as tonight.
And you will need to send temple guards with us.
Of course. Let me acquire the money, and perhaps, just perhaps, we'll be done with this troublemaker before Passover is finished.
Yes.
Master, I've been meaning to ask you, would you consider any of us to be the most valued disciple?
Are you serious, John? You're gonna ask Jesus if you are his favorite.
Oh, come on, James. Like you haven't been thinking to ask the same thing.
I have not. Oh, the sons of Zebedee sure are full of themselves, aren't they? Yeah. You really think Jesus is the type to play favorites? Besides, even if he did, it would obviously be me.
Oh.
Hey, who walked on the water with him, huh?
Yeah, like a rock.
Can we all just take our cue from our leader and learn to serve one another?
Yeah, serve me more.
Oh my God.
Right, someone.
Don't you remember that talk about the least of us being the greatest?
And that is definitely because you are the least of them, Matthew. Mr. Tax Collector, take my money.
Guys, clearly, I'm among the least. I'm sitting on the floor.
Oh, but you think that makes you the greatest, Thomas. You have the biggest head I've ever seen.
Calm down. We still have one more cup to drink.
Thank you, Andrew. This cup is my blood of the new covenant that I am making with you. Soon it will be poured out for all of you. I want you to know that the man who will deliver me up to be sacrificed is with us at the table tonight. What? The Son of Man must be sacrificed, but great, unending doom awaits the man who betrays me.
Master, but who would do such a thing? Surely no one in our midst.
Who truly knows the intentions of a man's heart, Simon?
John, ask him who he's talking about.
Yeah. Lord, is it me?
The one that I give this piece of bread to, after I have dipped it in the bowl. What you are planning to do, go do it now.
Guys, where's Judas going?
Obviously, he's going out to get some more wine.
Oh, thank
We're
God.
almost
Yeah.
out.
What do you think he meant by enduring suffering? Did he say anything to you?
Well, he is probably suffering with our foolishness. I mean, one of these days, we are going to need to grow up.
My brothers, I am only with you a short time longer. And I want to leave you with this. Love one another.
I'm sorry, Master. I've been a fool. I will do better.
We all will, Jesus.
Yeah.
As I have loved you, love one another. This is how the world will recognize you as my disciples. They will see the love that you have for each other. I am going away soon. You will look for me. But where I am going, you cannot follow.
Wait. Where are you going? Why can't I follow you? I will lay my life down for you.
Yeah. Really? You would lay down your life for me?
Yes.
The truth is, Peter, before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times.
What? No, I would never do.
Look, I am going to prepare a place in my Father's house for you. I have been telling you all about the road that I am about to walk.
How do you expect us to know this road when we don't know where you're going?
Listen, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father apart from me. But if you know me, you know the Father. From now on, you do know him. You've seen him.
Rabbi, show us the Father so that we may know what you're talking about.
You've been with me all this time, Philip, and you still don't understand? To see me is to see the Father. He who believes in me will not only do the things that I have been doing, but greater things. Because I am giving the work to you that I have been doing. From now on, anything that you request in my name, I will do it.
Anything?
Yes. And I am sending you a friend. This friend is the Spirit of truth. He will be in you, and he will guide you.
Rabbi, I still don't understand. Why are you talking as if you're leaving?
Well, as I've said, I am going to a place you cannot come. But I will not leave you orphaned. I am coming back. And when I do, you will know that I am in my Father, and you are in me, and I am in you.
Is this another parable? Can you please explain it to us?
He who loves me is loved by my Father, and my Father will make himself plain to him, Thomas.
But why is it that you make yourself plain to us, but not to the rest of the world?
Because, Bartholomew, a loveless world is a sightless world. Look, I am going away, but I tell you, be glad, because the purpose of my going will greatly benefit you all. I'm telling you this because when it happens, it will confirm your belief.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, the world is finally waking up. I mean, did you see those people that laying palms before you, acknowledging you as their Messiah? I mean, we're finally getting to see your ministry take off, and I'm so pumped for that.
I told Judas to meet us here after the Passover feast.
I bet he won't come, and I left before dessert.
I'm here. Now what?
Judas, I'm glad you came. You are doing the right thing, son.
We have a nice sum for you in exchange for your help. 30 pieces of silver. A generous offer from the high priest.
We can use this. Our funds are completely used up.
Excellent. Everybody wins.
Okay, so what's the plan? What are we going to do with Jesus?
We simply need to know his location later tonight, and the temple guards will take him to Caiaphas.
Just for questioning, you understand, you're not doing anything wrong, Judas.
Okay, I can hide out and keep watch. He often goes out alone to pray.
Good. You will tell us his location, and we will take it from there.
Jesus will be suspicious of the temple guards. He will trust me. I'll go ahead of them and lead them to him.
A fine plan, Judas. I like it. I knew you were the right man for the job.
This is all just routine. The high priest just wants a chance to interview Jesus himself.
Well, it's about time we put a lid on his radicalism. He stirs up too much trouble. Maybe a talk with the high priest will put the fear of God in him.
Your master can handle himself just fine.
Better than fine. He makes fools of us.
You promise no harm will come to him.
And now you doubt me?
On my mother's grave, Judas.
You know, Mary's honey cake was the last straw, right?
Oh, tell me about it. As my mother used to say,
Your eyes were bigger than your stomach, James.
My brothers, I need you to watch with me and pray.
Of course. And thank you for bringing us along. You can trust us.
My spirit is in distress. Please, I need you.
Of course, we're here for you.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Rabbi?
My suffering is beginning. Just wait here while I pray.
I've never seen him like this.
He's so sad.
why do you think he's sad?
Our behavior's been pretty bad recently, you guys. Like, come on, we're arguing about which one of us is the greatest. I mean, seriously?
Yeah, I'm to blame. I started that whole foolish discussion.
Yeah, well, we all chimed in.
God help us.
I mean, but he prays all the time, but doesn't this seem worse than usual? Where do you think he's wrong?
Jesus asked us to watch and pray. Who wants to start?
Let me?
No, I will.
All right.
Lord, you know we love Jesus and hate the idea of him suffering. We don't understand what's happening, but you do. Forgive us for grieving him. Be his strength right now. And send your angels to lift him up.
They are not ready for me to leave them. Make them one as we are one. I gave them your message. They know that I come from you. They know it. Help them to continue your work. Make them of one heart and mind as we are.
Guard them. Help me, Father. Help me. This is too heavy. Please, Father. Please. Help me to bear this to the end. I need your help to do it. I need your Spirit to give me strength.
Wake up, Peter. You're snoring.
What's going on? What happened?
Guys, I'm worried about Jesus. He's sobbing. I've never seen him like this.
Father, let this cup pass from me. Is there any other way? Nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done.
Follow me. He always comes up here.
Which one is he?
Judas, what are you doing?
Quiet, Peter. This is for his own good.
What's this about? Who is it you're looking for?
Jesus of Nazareth.
I am he. Am I a criminal that you would come to capture me with clubs and swords? Was I not with you every day, teaching in the temple courts? Why wait until the darkness of night to come seize me? It is because you are the children of the Prince of Darkness.
Come with us. Caiaphas wants to talk to you.
You have come from me. Let these men go home. Father, not one you have given me has been lost. No! No! Peter, put your sword away!
Oh, my ear!
What did you do?
My ear!
Master, be healed. Master, they're trying to arrest you. I'm just trying to help you. Do you really think that I will avoid the suffering which my Father has assigned to me?
Jesus, they're trying to take you into custody. We can fight. There's no need for you to suffer. We...
No,
John!
Take that off of him! I must do my Father's will.
No! No! Leave him alone! Get back!
What are you going to do?
I'm
Go home!
We can't just leave him. They're taking him away. Judas led him right where he knew he would be. How can you betray him like this? What are we gonna do? We're gonna find him, all right? We're gonna knock some stinking sense into that traitor, all right? All right, don't tell the others what happened. I'm gonna follow them and find out what's going on, okay? Brother had a dream about Judas and I didn't listen to...
I know Jesus asked Peter, Big James, and John to go pray, but it's been hours now.
It's not really fair to leave us with all the chores.
How poor you. Are you feeling abused?
Oh, I'll show you abuse.
Hey, do you think it's an all-nighter, or should we leave the door open?
Leave it open, just in case they come back tonight.
I'm ready to call it a night.
Yeah, me too. I'm so full from dinner. I ate way too much.
Guys, Jesus was arrested.
What?
He was praying. We were in the garden, and then Judas comes along, followed by a whole mob with soldiers and guards.
What, they took him?
That's what he was doing when he left? Judas, that traitor?
Don't get me started.
Where did they take him?
It's just probably to the high priest. Matthew, they had temple guards. Peter, he followed along to find out where they were taking him, and I came straight to you to tell you guys what happened.
Whoa, I dreamt about this. Judas, guards at night.
Do you think they're gonna come looking for us too?
I don't know.
Where's Judas now?
He's probably with his pals, the Pharisees. He's been all chatting it up with those vipers. I should have seen this coming.
Brothers, we need to pray. Jesus could be in real trouble.
Jesus can handle himself with those religious leaders. He just makes fools of their arguments.
No, you don't understand. They beat him. They tied him up. Guys, it's serious. Peter even drew his sword and cut off a guy's ear.
What? Seriously? Man, Peter. I bet Jesus was not impressed with that.
No, in fact, Jesus picked up the guy's ear and he healed him.
Oh, like he always does.
And then he told Peter to put away his sword, said that he couldn't stop the suffering the Father had assigned him.
But why would Jesus think that the Father would assign him suffering?
All throughout Passover, he was talking about how it was his time to suffer. I don't get it. I just don't understand.
Should we go down there? Should we put up a fight? Get it back?
Yeah. Let's do it. No. As hard as it is to hold off, I think we should wait word from Peter. I mean, he's got eyes on the situation, and we gotta wait to find John. They tore his cloak and he ran off. Guys, I think Matthew's right. We should pray.
That's right.
Heavenly Father, protect Peter,
Give
John,
strength.
bring them back safely.
Excuse me. Do you mind if I stay in here? It's cold tonight.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Thank you. So, do you know what's been going on here?
Yeah, the temple guards arrested Jesus. You know, that man that people were worshiping on the street?
Right.
Frankly, I'm glad they nailed him. He was trouble.
Did they bring him here? I mean, did you see him?
Wait, I recognize you. Aren't you one of his disciples? You are. I recognize you too. I saw you when Jesus was in the temple.
I'm sorry, you must be mistaken. I don't know who you're talking about.
That's him. That's the guy who cut off my cousin's ear. He pulled a sword on Malchus. Are you one of his men? You should be arrested too.
Look, you have me mistaken for someone else, all right? I don't know him.
I recognize your accent. You're from Galilee. You're one of the followers of the Nazarene, aren't you? You are.
You know what? Curse you! And curse that Nazarene! All right? I told you before, I don't know him. I've never met him before, okay?
Oh, this is a wonderful outfit, my guy.
I followed along to see what they were planning to do with Jesus. But first I had to get something to cover up.
Well, it's still quite stylish. I mean, it might just catch on.
They took Jesus to the high priest Caiaphas. They kept him in there a long time. I found out they were planning to take him to the governor in the morning, so he's being held in the dungeons at Caiaphas' house. I don't think there's anything else we can do tonight. Where's Peter? I couldn't find him anywhere.
We haven't seen him either.
I mean, do you think he's all right? Should we go look for him?
I guess if he doesn't show up, we can. What have you guys been doing?
We've been praying nonstop.
I'm scared. This is all so crazy. We were all having such a good time all together tonight. The crowds, they were literally singing his praises. And now the whole world is turned upside down. Judas betrayed Jesus. Temple guards arrested our master. I mean, what is going on?
John, what are the charges?
Matthew, you could take your pick. I mean, the Pharisees, you know, they're constantly accusing Jesus of one thing or another.
healing on the Sabbath, forgiving sin, exposing their hypocrisy, calling them whitewashed tombs. Oh, should I just keep going with those Pharisees?
Eating too much, drinking too much, laughing too much, hugging too much.
None of those are punishable by the law. Those are all petty offenses.
Not to the Pharisees.
They're just a bunch of butthurt idiots. Jesus is more popular than they are, and they cannot stand it.
Language. So, this will all be over tomorrow, right? I mean, Pilate will see he's done nothing wrong and let him go, right? No crime, no time.
I'm sure you're right, Simon. This will all blow over.
But what if it doesn't?
All right. Tomorrow, we go down to the court and we demand answers.
Yeah.
And if Pilate needs more evidence that Jesus is who he is, we'll bring Lazarus.
Yes.
Lazarus, he was dead for 4 days. Jesus raised him from the dead.
That's a great idea.
Surely that's enough evidence to prove that Jesus is the Messiah.
Yes, great idea.
Oh, there you are. I couldn't find you anywhere.
Peter.
I denied him 3 times, just like he said I would. And that stupid rooster crowed, and they led him through the courtyard. And
You saw him.
He looked at me, or he knew.
What was he all right?
Those bastards beat him up with his hands tied behind his back.
They beat Jesus? Bogus hypocrites.
But Peter, where have you been? Just walking around.
Hey, we're glad you came back, Peter. Yeah. We were really, really worried about you.
I betrayed him. I turned my back on him when he needed me the most, you know?
Peter, he forgives you.
Right.
You know he does.
Maybe. I'm not forgiving myself for this. Listen, you guys, I don't deserve to be here anymore. I'm just going home.
No,
Oh yeah, you're gonna jump ship right in the middle of the battle? Hey, we need you, man.
I denied him. Do you not hear me? All right, 3 times I pretended like I didn't even know him. That stupid rooster crowed, and he knew I was a fraud. You know? He knew I was just gonna fold under the pressure of it all.
Hey, none of us is perfect. We all mess up, Peter. And what does he tell us every time? He forgives us. And then we learn more about ourselves, and we do better next time. So don't be so hard on yourself. We love you.
Right. Any one of us could have been there. Any one of us would have done the same thing in your position.
No, I did this. The way he looked at me, man. Oh God, I'm so ashamed.
Peter, 1, we love you. Right. 2, God has a plan. It's going to work out. And 3, Jesus loves you. He calls you his rock. He loves you, and so do we. You have to learn from this.
That's right. Don't blow it by letting this defeat you. Live and learn, my brother.
Thanks, you guys. You're the best, you know that? All right. Tomorrow morning, we'll go and pick up Jesus, all right?
Yeah.
We all know it's wrong.
He's back.
Well, old boy, we did it. Jesus is in custody.
We can only hope Caiaphas will see this through to the end. We've suffered enough with this Nazarene.
You've made a terrible mistake, and I'll have nothing to do with it.
Yes, you've made yourself perfectly clear on this, Nicodemus. But tell me, how is it you let yourself be hornswoggled, hoodwinked, bewildered, and bewitched by this Jesus? He's nothing but a loud, obnoxious voice of dissent.
He opposes everything we believe and preach. He resists the teachings of the elders.
You mean he resists the arrogance of our sect and the overbearing, proud traditions we've grown up with?
And what's wrong with our
Traditions?
Well, I've spoken in depth with Jesus, and he has a different view on the matter. His is a way of relationship with Yahweh that includes the laws of Moses, but also a deep love for people. So much so that he kindly and patiently models the heart of his Father to people until they cannot help wanting more. We tend to beat people over the head with the harsh consequences of disobedience and fear of our...
What? Punishment?
Punishment?
How else will they learn? These are a stubborn, ignorant, and rebellious people. We keep them in check.
Judas was with him from the beginning, listened to his teachings, defended him, even to us.
Several times.
But in the end, he jumped at the chance to do the right thing.
You lied to him. You bribed him. There's no way he knew what he was doing. Judas would have never agreed to turn Jesus over to you if he'd known you intended to see him jailed or worse, killed.
It wasn't that hard, Nicodemus. We gave him 30 pieces of silver to point him out to the temple guards.
And to be fair, Judas always was greedy. We just went for his Achilles heel. And money talks.
Money talks.
Yahweh, help us.
Yahweh has helped us.
He's in the high priest's hands now. We've done our part.
Bring him up here. So you're Jesus. Just yesterday, I was informed of a spontaneous gathering of Jews in the streets crying, "Hosanna, Hosanna," and calling you their Messiah. And yet today, they're trying to get rid of you. What have you done to offend them so? They've beaten you soundly enough. What do you have to say for yourself? Not going to speak. I can't defend you if you don't speak on your own behalf.
God is my judge.
That may be so, but not today. Today I am your judge. You've heard what the religious leaders have accused you of. They say you tell the people not to pay taxes to Caesar, a punishable offense if it's true. Tell me, Jesus, is it true? Speak up. What do you have to say for yourself?
My Father has given you and all other powers their authority.
Do you claim to be king of the Jews?
Why are you asking? Is it because you want to know? Or is it because it is what others have said about me?
Do I look like a Jew? It's your own people and religious leaders that have turned you over to me. So what have you done to offend them so?
The power of my kingdom is love and overcoming evil with good.
Your kingdom? So then you are a king.
I was born a king, and I came into this world to reveal the truth.
Truth? Who can tell me what truth is?
He is no king. He was born in a stable to peasants. He's a bastard.
He's a bastard.
Your Honor! Your Honor! Pilate!
Yes?
Look at the works of Jesus.
Speak.
He raised Lazarus here from the dead.
He raised you from the dead.
Yes. Ask him yourself. He will confirm it.
And we have witnesses besides the man that claims to be raised from the dead.
Yes. He was dead 4 days in the tomb, and Jesus brought him back to life.
Jesus?
There is no proof to this ridiculous claim.
We have dozens of witnesses who can testify that this is true. If Jesus is not the Messiah, how could he do such a fantastic miracle? Surely he is from God.
Blasphemy!
Blasphemy.
This is a story concocted by desperate fools.
Yes.
Jesus is a madman, a rebel. No. Now away with you followers of his. Your fate will be the same if you do not shut your mouths now.
Husband, I must speak with you. I had a dream about this man last night. I beg you not to harm him.
He won't speak in his own defense. I don't know what to do with him.
Pilate, you must let him go. You have to let him go. He is a godlike man. It would be wrong for you to have anything to do with harming him.
But the mob is demanding I convict him of a crime and have him killed.
Killed?
Yes.
You cannot, you must not.
What am I supposed to do?
He is a holy man. I suffered a horrible dream about it last night.
He has stirred up the nation, misled the people from the moment he began teaching in Galilee, and now here in Jerusalem.
This man has committed no crime under Roman law that I can judge. Deal with him yourself.
No, you cannot let Jesus go. He's a threat to everything we believe. We demand his death. Let him be crucified.
No, it is within your power to make this happen.
Crucify him.
Do not let this moment slip by. Crucify him.
Crucify
yes,
him.
Demand his death. Accept nothing less. Crucify him. Crucify him.
Wait.
Crucify him.
Silence! It is the custom to release one prisoner at the Passover. Shall I release Jesus, King of the Jews, to you?
No!
Yes. Or Barabbas, the convicted thief and murderer?
Yes, Barabbas.
Even Barabbas is less of a threat to us than this false prophet.
Then what am I to do with Jesus, your king?
Let Barabbas.
Crucify
give
him.
us Barabbas and
Give
crucify
us Barabbas.
Jesus.
Crucify
give
him.
us Barabbas.
Why? What has he done?
He's made himself equal to God. He is taught that he is the way to heaven. It's blasphemy.
He gives the people false hope. Only the law will lead us to Yahweh. Jesus has no regard for the temple, no respect for the Torah.
He claimed
he must die.
He claimed that he would destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days.
He also claimed he would forgive sin when only Yahweh can forgive
blasphemy.
sin. Crucify him!
Crucify him! Crucify him!
Kill
Silence!
him!
I wash my hands of the guilt of this man's blood. The responsibility for his death is now on you.
Let his blood be on us and on our children.
No! Crucify him!
Very well, guards! Take him away. Beat him.
Yes.
And afterwards lead him to Golgotha and crucify him. And I shall release Barabbas, the convicted thief and murderer, to you.
Give us Barabbas.
Give us Barabbas.
Fools!
Give us Barabbas.
Give away.
What? Why?
What is going on?
Why?
What just happened?
What are we gonna do? Brothers, there's nothing we can do. Think about it.
He is the Messiah. He can easily get himself out of this.
Yes. But... oh no.
This is so out of control. Those wretched Pharisees have gotten their way. Surely they will be judged for the lies that they spoke against a righteous man.
Right. Did you see how beat up he was?
I couldn't bear to see him like that. He didn't even say a word to defend himself to Pilate.
Guys, we are his disciples. He shouldn't have to defend himself. We need to defend him.
But we tried. We tried to defend him, but the crowd drowned us out when we brought Lazarus and everything. It just...
Jesus is allowing all this. There's no way he would let this happen unless he wanted it to. But maybe he has a plan. Maybe he'll do a miracle at the last minute and all the people will see that he is who he says he is.
Yeah. Right. Thank you, Andrew, brothers. Let's go pray.
Down the Via Dolorosa in Jerusalem that day, the soldiers tried to clear the narrow street, but the crowd pressed in to see the man condemned to die on Calvary. He was bleeding from a beating, there were stripes upon his back, and he wore a crown of thorns upon his head, and he bore with every step the scorn of those
Hey, this is nice. I think I'll keep it. Why not, right? You ain't gonna need it anymore.
I want that.
Hey, that's mine. I had it.
I'll tell you what. We'll throw some dice to see who gets it.
Be careful you don't tear it. I'll wear that thing out dancing.
Jesus. No. No. My boy, my boy. What have they done to you?
Where's God in all this? How did it come to this?
It's Judas. I heard he hanged himself.
Jesus would have forgiven him.
I say good riddance to that traitor. He did this.
I did it too. I denied him. Oh God.
There's no way he would allow this to happen unless he wanted it to. But what good will come of our master dying like a criminal?
I can't bear to see him like this. Oh, Father God.
Jesus, our master. Why?
What happens now?
He wants us to carry on.
I know he is who he said he was. He's our Messiah. But look what they've done to him.
They've treated him like an animal. Even the thieves next to him aren't as abused.
The Pharisees hate him and incited the Romans to do their worst.
But this? I barely recognize him.
Who put that sign there? What is that sign? What does it say?
It says, Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews, in 3 languages.
Blasphemy! I demand to know who put that sign there.
Yes, who put that sign there?
I put that sign there.
At least it should say, he claimed to be the King of the Jews.
Yeah. Leave it.
Jesus, surely this too is your will. But what are you doing?
He saved others. Maybe he can save himself.
If you are the Christ, the King of the children of God, save yourself.
The women shouldn't be there to see this, especially his mother.
I'm so sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry.
Mother, look, John will be a son to you. John, she will be a mother to you. I'm thirsty. I thirst. Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. My God, why have you forsaken me?
Listen, he's calling for Elijah. No, leave him alone. See if Elijah rescues him.
Father, forgive them. They know not what they do.
Even in his torments, he is so full of love.
Father, where are you?
Oh, Father God, help him.
We are here, Master.
I'm sorry we couldn't save you.
Jesus, we will carry on.
Why and how does God allow this?
No man should bear this much suffering.
It is finished.
Guards, the Jews want these men in the grave before the Sabbath and want their legs broke so that they die faster. See to it.
This one looks dead already. Yeah, it's dead, all right. Blood and water. Never seen that before.
He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. And as a lamb led to the slaughter, and as sheep before its shearer is silent, so he opened not his mouth. Surely this is the Son of Yahweh.
The best man, and I would follow him to where the world would end and back again.
I loved him. I can't bear to see him gone. Oh, how I loved him. Now this journey that we're on, it feels so empty.
Like the light is gone and God has turned to run from his own son. And the heavens weep.
But our God knew through it all. There was a call, there was a plan. Our Messiah showed the way. Our Messiah was the way. And now we wait and see and carry on what we began. Our Messiah showed the way. Our Messiah was the way. Spotless, like a lamb was offered up, his life was spotless. Jesus was the perfect one, and yet he suffered.
And my world came crashing down in agony. How could it be?
He said he would be back, so I am hoping that his word would come to pass, so we can see him.
There just has to be a way that we will see him once again.
And the earth will shake. But our God knew through it all. There was a call, there was a plan. Our Messiah showed the way. Our Messiah was the way. And now we wait and see and carry on what we began. Our Messiah showed the way. Our Messiah was the way. And now we wait and see and carry on what we began. Our Messiah showed the way. Our Messiah was the way. Our Messiah showed the way. Our Messiah was the way.
You see? Wait. I feel like a coward hiding like this.
Trust me, it's for the best. You know they'll come after us next.
I still can't believe he's gone.
I know, I keep thinking he'll come walking into the room and say, "Hello, my brothers."
If only.
Guys, don't you think it's a little suspicious how fast it all went down? Jesus went from Passover dinner to being up on a cross in less than 2 days. No trial, no jail time, nothing.
I'm telling you, Thomas, he saw it coming. He knew what was going to happen, and he just let it.
Exactly. He kept telling us about his suffering, to go somewhere we couldn't go.
We should go over what he said. Maybe he told us what was about to happen while we were all too busy fighting over who's the greatest in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Well, he did say it was best if he goes, but now that he's gone, it just means that we have to think for ourselves and pray for ourselves and find what's the next best thing for ourselves.
We're going to have to ask, what would Jesus do about everything?
True.
He promised we would be persecuted just like he was, so we had better be careful.
Right, yes, but not silent. Right, come on, guys. I mean, Jesus was bold. He preached the kingdom of heaven, and he was protected through all of it, right? I mean, we'll get his helper. Whatever that means. I don't know.
Maybe we go back to Galilee. We're too recognized here in Jerusalem. We're asking for trouble if we preach here.
Hey, threats never stop Jesus, right? I mean, he just did what his father told him to do.
Man, listen to you, Peter. Seems like you're back to your old self again.
Do you think that now that he's gone, we'll be able to pray for miracles ourselves and see them happen?
I mean, remember that one parable about how unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it'll not bear fruit. Maybe his dying will bring about that fruit, and maybe somehow that's through us. I don't know.
Yeah, we aren't exactly ready to take over yet, guys. We were with Jesus for 3 years, but in that 3 years, he crammed so much into us that we didn't even get a chance to practice things on our own.
Well, brothers, we were thrown into the ocean without a boat. But I'm pretty sure Jesus taught us to swim.
Yeah.
I miss him.
He's dead. He's in a tomb, guys.
Can you imagine what we would have done with his body if Joseph hadn't stepped up and...
We're a bunch of homeless bums. And Jesus' family is poor. I bet they don't even have burial plots.
Well, looks like Jesus is taken care of even in death.
He was the best.
Yeah.
He saw us through the eyes of God.
Yeah, he knew us. Yet he still loved us.
Yeah. And his greatest hope is that we would all do the same.
Love one another. Love one another.
Yeah, we got to stick together, brothers. We got to continue his work.
Yeah?
Yeah, right.
Amen.
Yeah.
It is finished.
Well, oh boy, we did it. History may record it differently, but it was us.
God knows. He sees. That's good enough for me.
Oh, you are so pious, Hiram.
I'm just glad it's all over.
Yeah, me too. But what do you think of Joseph of Arimathea burying Jesus in his private tomb? I find that highly offensive.
So do I.
I mean, what is a prominent Jewish counselor doing honoring that buffoon whose body should have been burned outside the city walls?
Yes. We'll have to question Joseph to see what he was thinking to honor Jesus in that way.
Clearly, we need to continue to weed out the bad apples.
Like Nicodemus, I'm afraid he's poisoning the waters for the rest of us.
But what can we do about it? He is our superior, after all.
It will come to us. Pilate took our advice, and he posted soldiers outside the tomb of the impostor.
It's a good thing, too, because you know how his disciples would like to cook up some story, like that Lazarus malarkey.
Like I said, it's finished. Now, off to our morning prayer service.
Ah, yes. I have the keys this morning. That's why I asked you to join me early.
Are you afraid to walk the streets alone?
Me? Afraid? No. Far from it. I just enjoy your camaraderie.
Happy to oblige, Alexander.
Something's wrong. The stone's been moved. He's not here. It's empty. He's gone. Where would they have taken him? Oh, this is too much. Why do these things keep happening? It wasn't enough to kill him, and now they desecrate his tomb and steal his body. It doesn't make sense. Who would do this? The Pharisees? The Romans? I don't know, Salome. We have to find him. I agree. Okay, I'll go back. I'll go see if his mother knows anything or if somebody else knows something. Okay. Oh, Jesus. What have they done to you?
Woman, why are you crying?
They've taken away my Lord, and I don't know what they've done with him.
He's not here. He's risen. Remember what he said? That he must be delivered into the hands of evil men, be crucified, die, and be buried. But on the third day he would rise again.
On the third day? But where is he?
Woman, what's the matter?
Sir, if you know where Jesus is, tell me and I will go to him.
Mary.
Teacher? Jesus.
Mary, don't hold on to me now. I have not yet ascended to our Father.
Oh, my Lord, how you suffered. They beat you. You died. And now you're back. You're alive.
Something wonderful has happened, my sister. The price for sin has been paid. The keys to hell and death are mine. The enemy is defeated. He stepped right into our Father's trap.
And you're back. You're here.
Go to my brothers. Tell them what I have told you, and that you have seen me.
Okay.
Tell them to wait for me in Galilee.
Okay. Is anybody there? Let me in, it's Mary. Open up, I have news. Hello? Oh, Peter.
Mary, be quiet. Oh, dark 30, what are you doing here?
Peter, I've seen him.
Seen him? Seen who? Why are you here so early? I was in the middle of my REM cycle.
What do you mean you've seen him?
Jesus, he's alive.
It sounds like you had a very vivid dream, Mary.
Was it just a dream, Mary?
No, I was up early. Salome and we went to the tomb with burial spices. And when we got there, the door was already open.
How on earth did you open the tomb? How was it open?
No,
Wait, that stone was massive. It took all of us to move in. We barely got it in place.
I know, but it was already open when I got there. And there was an angel.
What, an angel?
An angel.
What about the Roman guards?
Nowhere in sight. I was hoping to ask for their help moving the stone, but yeah, it was already open.
You say, so Jesus, was he in there?
Well, then where was he?
I don't know. I was devastated. He was gone. And then someone came up behind me. I thought it was the gardener, so I asked him where Jesus was, but it was him.
Him? Jesus?
It's him. Oh, my brothers, he's alive. He told me to come and to tell you that to go to Galilee.
I'm going out there. I'm going.
He wants you to wait for him. No, he's alive. He was
Well, he's not here. All that's left are just these cloths.
Do you think he's really alive?
I don't know. I mean, Mary says she saw him, but she's just a woman.
She's not
I didn't
crazy.
mean it like that. I know. But she is very emotional right now. I don't know.
So what do we do?
Well, he's not here. Let's just go.
All right, let's go back.
Man, I don't know about you, but that whole business with the Pharisees and the high priest killing Jesus, man, that was just brutal.
Yeah, I'd say it was downright evil. Imagine being his disciples. What must they be feeling right now?
Do you really think he was the Messiah? I mean, that's the word on the street.
The way he healed and taught, I'd say yes. He was just about to get popular before he was cut off so abruptly.
Would you mind if I join you?
Shalom, welcome. We're on our way to Emmaus.
We were just talking about Jesus and whether or not he really was the Messiah.
That's a hot topic.
My question is, if he was Israel's Messiah, how could he be killed like that?
That is a very good question. Simon.
Yes? How did you know?
And Cleopas.
Have we met?
You could say that.
I mean, you do look familiar.
Scripture is full of references to the Messiah. Our Father has had salvation in mind since the fall of man. Moses, Abraham, Isaiah, Jeremiah, they all wrote about the coming deliverer.
Yeah, and he was supposed to deliver us from Rome, right?
Yeah.
Well, he delivers people from their sins. Now, how do you think he will do that?
By setting a good example?
It's a bit more than that. You see, he is the final sacrifice for sin. That is why the Messiah had to die. He was providing a bridge back to God.
So, Jesus is the Messiah?
Yes, I am.
It's you. You're you. Cleopas, it's Jesus. How are you alive?
Well, my work is finished. The price is paid. The sacrifice complete. God desires to forgive men, to reconcile them once and for all.
That's why our hearts are burning inside.
He's alive. He's back. The Messiah is back. We need to tell the others.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
I'm gonna go see him, you know.
Oh, what? No, Peter. Mary said to wait, so we wait. I hope it's true that he's alive. All of this is just a horrible nightmare.
You know, I think he's testing us. He knows that waiting is definitely not our strong suit.
I don't care how long we have to wait. Just knowing he's alive is enough.
If he's alive, guys, I believe it. It's righteous.
I mean, he told us to wait, so that means he's coming, right?
Definitely. And I can't wait to see him and talk to him. Man, I know there's a reason for all of it. His suffering and dying, only to rise again on the third day. He's tricky like that. And he's always got a reason.
Yeah, he said to go to Galilee. We did that. Now we got to believe that he will come to us. So, Peter, just chill out, okay?
Yeah. Brothers, I believe that we are on the brink of the greatest discovery in history.
That's right.
And we are all here to witness it.
Shalom, my brothers.
Jesus!
Oh my gosh! Are you real?
Dave, are you spirit? Come, look at my hands and my feet. Touch them. Does a spirit have flesh and bones?
But you walked through a wall.
Is there anything to eat? I could eat. I would love to sit down and share a meal.
I have my special bread and cheese. Go. Oh my gosh.
You know, part of me was thinking that none of this can be true, but well, the other part of me was hoping the 3 years we spent with you wasn't a total waste of time. Well, you really are the Messiah.
Oh, bon appetit.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Is he real? He's real.
Oh my God, what is his mouth? He's real.
Oh, he's real.
Oh, and he ate the cheese. Oh my gosh.
Do you remember what I said before my suffering? Everything written about me in the law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms must be fulfilled. The Messiah had to suffer, and on the third day, rise from the dead. This act brought about the forgiveness of sin to the whole world.
Master, that is huge. I mean, what you did, how you suffered.
Forget about that. I'm just glad you're back. I mean, we can finally get back to the way things were, right? And preaching and traveling and just hanging out.
Oh, yeah. I'm only here for a little while, brothers. I must go to my father. My work is finished, and now you will carry on.
Without you?
Well, yes. This is why I have called you. You will take the good news of salvation to the world.
Do you think we're ready, though? What if we mess it up?
Remember, I am sending you my Spirit. He will guide and instruct and empower you to do everything I am asking of you. Can't you see that what I've done is for the whole world? And if you don't tell them, who will? How will they know?
Master, is it you?
It is, Thomas.
They said you were back, but I didn't believe it.
Here, touch my wounds.
I can't. It's impossible.
Now do you believe?
Yes, Master, I believe because I have seen it with my own eyes.
Yes, you have seen with your own eyes that I am risen from the dead. But blessed are those who believe though they have not seen.
They said you were back, but I didn't believe it. We thought you'd abandon us, but you didn't.
Thomas, it is always darkest before the dawn.
But why did you let that happen to you?
What I did was suffer the punishment for all sin. There is no longer a need for innocent blood of bulls and goats for the sins of man. I have paid it. When you repent and ask my Father to cover you in my blood, you are clean and forgiven as though you had never sinned. You are righteous in my Father's eyes.
Righteous. Righteous.
So it was necessary that you go through all of that, Jesus.
Yes, Matthew. Now do you see?
Oh, man. Oh, man, how could I have been so stupid? I mean, it's so much bigger than I realized. I mean, Jesus, you did that. I mean, you paid for all of our sin.
Yeah. You said it so plainly, we just didn't get it.
Well, we get it now.
Guys, we're alive in the time of the prophecies about the Messiah.
Master, thank you for being patient with us. We can be a bunch of boneheads.
Jesus,
especially this guy.
You can count on us. We will for sure do what you ask. I mean, how could we not?
That's right. We're in.
Right, so we get your helper, and we spread your message to the rest of the world. Well, I've got my boat. Who's in?
Okay. Do you remember how things didn't always look like what you thought? I want all of you to set aside your expectations and your ideas of what you think it will look like. My Father has his own way of doing things. Sometimes it will require great suffering.
You know that'll be hard for us working stiffs, but we will try.
You taught us a few things, Jesus. Trusting you is the main thing.
Yeah. We can only promise to do our best.
Oh, that is all I ask of you.
Who are we but empty cups?
You are willing vessels. Now come on, friends. Let's go to Jerusalem.
All right.
Why have you summoned me in the middle of the night?
Jesus got away.
What do you mean he got away? He's dead. I saw the crucifixion myself.
Well, we were stationed right over by the sealed tomb, and these angels showed up. Yeah, they just kind of showed up out of nowhere. And they rolled the stone over like it was made of lamb's wool. And then there was this bright, blinding light, and we fell down like dead men. You did. I ran.
What nonsense! Nonsense!
I'd have to agree, Your Grace, but we've seen it with our own eyes.
Wait here. Ananias, get up. We need to talk.
Well, that went well. We could be killed. I cut the sarcasm. I mean, we basically failed to guard the tomb. Okay, but what are we supposed to do? You don't just execute an angel for defying your orders? Well, nobody's even going to believe that we saw angels. What else could it have been? I've never been so afraid in my whole life. I thought I was dead, and you dragged me behind a rock.
I've consulted with the elders, and we put together a significant sum of money for each of you. In exchange, this is what you will say. If anybody asks, tell them Jesus' disciples came at night and stole his body away while you were sleeping. Now, we will defend you to the governor if it should come up. Are you in agreement?
Well, I guess that's better than what actually happened. Angels, resurrection.
Enough! Stop! It's a lie! You only think that's what happened. Look at me. It was all a dream.
Yeah, you're right. We got this covered. You got nothing to worry about, Your Grace.
My brothers, it is time for me to go. All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. And now, I give it to you. Go and make disciples of all nations. Baptize them in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Teach them to observe all that I have commanded you. I am with you always. Believe that. I am with you now and to the end of the age.
But how will we know you're with us if you're not?
These signs will accompany you. In my name, you will cast out demons. You will speak in new languages. You will have power over serpents. If you drink anything deadly, it will not harm you. You will lay hands on the sick, and they will get well. Peter, you are my rock. I trust you to build my church. James, defend the truth and take it to everyone that you know.
Yes, Rabbi.
John, my beloved, go in peace. I am with you. Andrew, let my Father's love fill you to overflowing. Philip, serve the brothers. Show them how I served you. Thaddeus, let your joy be your strength. You'll need it. Bartholomew, give generously to all men. Your cup will never be empty. Matthew, write it all down. Keep a record. Your account will live on. Thomas, believe what you have seen and share it with the whole world. James, carry my words in your heart. Always. They will come to you as you need them. Simon, I admire your zeal, and I love you. And to all of you, begin in Jerusalem, then go to Judea, and then to Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. Know that I am with you always. Goodbye, my friends.
We need you, Jesus. Don't go.
How beautiful the hands that served the wine and the bread, and the sons of the earth. How beautiful the feet that walked the long dusty road, and the hill to the cross. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful is the body of Christ.
How beautiful the heart that bled, that took all my sin and bore it instead. How beautiful the tender eyes that choose to forgive and never despise. How beautiful, oh how beautiful, how beautiful is the body of Christ. And as He laid down His life, we offer this sacrifice, that we will live just as He died, willing to pay the price, willing to pay the price. How beautiful the humble bride who waits for her groom with his love in her eyes. How beautiful when humble hearts give the fruit of pure life so that others may live. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful is the body